Wins this insane back and forth game. It's the third game of the season with at least 4 touchdowns and no picks for Lamar. What is it, week 10? Give him the MVP. I mean, look at his numbers compared to last year when he won his second. Better numbers across the board. More than double the touchdowns. Less than half as many picks. More yards on the ground. Baltimore gets the win.
Lamar Jackson. Let's say his name louder. Lamar Jackson. Wow. Just wow. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about why Lamar Jackson should win the NFL MVP award. Lamar Jackson threw 4 touchdown passes last night against the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. At this point, Lamar Jackson is just simply a cheat code for the Baltimore Ravens. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Is Lamar Jackson the best player in football this season? Absolutely. Is that even a real question? It's Lamar Jackson, and then it's everybody else. Just give Lamar Jackson the MVP award already this year. Lamar Jackson has been a phenomenal football player this year. This guy can run the football at a high level. He can throw the football at a high level. His completion percentage is excellent. He's become very accurate with the football in his hands. He can push the ball downfield, and he has done wonders for the Baltimore Ravens this year. In fact, Lamar Jackson has totally revolutionized the meaning of playing quarterback in the NFL. That's how great Lamar Jackson has been for the Baltimore Ravens. This guy is a danger on every single play. Even on plays where he hands the football off to Derrick Henry, he is still a danger because Lamar Jackson could yank that football out of Derrick Henry's hands and he could run with it. He could also use play action with it as well, which means he has a chance to throw the football downfield. This guy knows how to utilize weapons at a very high level. You look at how Mark Andrews is an amazing weapon for the Baltimore Ravens. He's one of the best tight ends in football. You also look at how he has Zay Flowers. He's also an excellent football player. I know he didn't put up a great stat line last night, but Zay Flowers has had a phenomenal season for the Baltimore Ravens. And then, of course, you've got Rashod Bateman, who has really stepped his game up. Rashod Bateman has turned into one of the better wide receiver twos in all of football. And you look at how Lamar Jackson instantly makes every football player better around him. You look at how the offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens look elite with Lamar Jackson playing quarterback, because Lamar Jackson can buy time in the pocket with his ability to scramble in the pocket and his ability to run the football at a high level. He can also throw passes quite accurately, and watching Lamar Jackson every single week is truly a treat because Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play professional football. That's right, I'm putting Lamar Jackson in the all-time great category, especially if Lamar Jackson wins a Super Bowl, because think about it, if Lamar Jackson wins a Super Bowl this year while winning 3 MVP awards, if he goes on to win MVP this year, he's going to join a category that very few quarterbacks have ever done in the history of the NFL. The hate on Lamar Jackson needs to stop completely. I listened to what Sharpe said about Lamar Jackson last year. He's talking about how Lamar Jackson needs to improve come playoff time and that he needs to learn how to win big games, which is truly a false narrative because I think the team around Lamar Jackson lets him down come playoff time more so than Lamar Jackson lets his team down. I also found what Sharpe said to be rather interesting on Nightcap. He was saying this to Chad Johnson. He was talking about how one day you're going to have to learn how to win Super Bowls. Never mind the fact that Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl himself, and that Lamar Jackson has got to keep accomplishing more stuff in order to become a great player. Roll the film.
Lamar won his second MVP.
Second MVP, yep.
But at what point in time do we start holding him accountable and says that's underachieving? Ooh. You got the best. You had the best defense. You had the best you had the best rushing attack. You had the best set of receivers that you've had since you've been in Baltimore. And you were one vote. I don't know who that was that took that vote away from you, because he was one vote away, Ocho, from being a 2-time unanimous MVP. And he had the AFC Championship game. And he had the guy. Because the one thing we know about Patrick Mahomes, he's a big game hunter.
Yeah.
Some people, I'm a shore fisherman. I stand on the bank, throw my rod out there. I catch the little fish. I can't catch no tuna. I can't catch no marlin.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes is a big game hunter. He's going hunting for Cape Buffalo. That's what he's going to do. He ain't going pheasant hunting.
Right.
Right now, a lot of these guys doing pheasant hunting and quail hunting and dove hunting and calling it big game. Nah. Patrick Mahomes got pelts on his walls. And I know Peter don't want to hear me talk about that, but y'all at home, y'all get an understanding of what I'm talking about. Now, at some point in time, Ocho, it ain't enough. It's gonna be. He's gonna have to cash the MVP and turn him into Super Bowl.
What?
If you're not fired up listening to that clip, then I don't know what is going to get you fired up, because Shannon Sharpe clearly moved the goalpost on Lamar Jackson. When Lamar Jackson went into the NFL, what was the narrative on Lamar Jackson? He can't throw the football accurately in the pocket. Lamar Jackson says, you know what? I'm going to throw the football accurately, and I'm going to win NFL MVP in 2019 in my first full season as a starting quarterback. And then the goalpost moved, particularly from Shannon Sharpe. What was the narrative on Lamar Jackson after the 2019 NFL season? Oh, you need to have playoff success. Oh, you need to play better in the NFL playoffs. Lamar Jackson in 2020 then goes out there, wins a playoff game, and improves his game even more. And what do his haters say about Lamar Jackson after 2020? Oh, you got to learn how to win on the road. You got to learn how to beat a guy like Josh Allen come playoff time. And then, of course, Lamar Jackson, he ends up having good years the next 2 years, but they basically get derailed by injury, but he's still a phenomenal football player. Lamar Jackson holds out for a contract. What's the narrative on Lamar Jackson? Oh, Lamar Jackson needs to learn how to stay healthy. He needs to learn to quit running so much, and he needs to learn how to win from the pocket. Lamar Jackson says, all right, go ahead and pay me as the best player in football, and I'm going to prove you wrong from being in the pocket and being a pass-first quarterback. So Lamar Jackson goes out there in 2023, he gets fully healthy, and guess what? He wins his second NFL MVP award. He even takes the Ravens to an AFC Championship game. Yes, they did end up losing to the Chiefs. Yes, Lamar Jackson had a terrible AFC Championship game, but that was more so because the offensive coordinator for the Ravens refused to run the football with his weapons. He didn't commit to the run nearly enough, and they asked Lamar Jackson to throw the football entirely too much. But did haters on Shannon Sharpe care that Lamar Jackson was handcuffed in the AFC Championship game? Heck no. Shannon Sharpe said Lamar Jackson needs to learn how to beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, and that he needs to learn what it takes to win a Super Bowl. You see the constant goalposts that keep getting moved all the time. Now Lamar Jackson responds back this year with another MVP caliber season, and guess what? Lamar Jackson already has 24 touchdown passes this year, which is the same amount as what he had last year, which means Lamar Jackson is having a phenomenal year this year. That means he's improved compared to last year, which is pretty crazy to say, because Lamar Jackson was already one of the best players in football last year, if not the best player in football last year, and now it's beyond clear that Lamar Jackson is the best player in football this year. He's on pace to win his third NFL MVP award. The only opponents that the Baltimore Ravens are going to lose to this year is themselves, because with the weapons that they have in the passing game and the ability to hand the football off to Derrick Henry in the run game as well, this Baltimore Ravens offense is loaded. Lamar Jackson's going to win his third NFL MVP award. It should not even be close. I don't even think there should be another quarterback in the conversation for MVP compared to Lamar Jackson. That's how good Lamar Jackson has played this year. Congrats to Lamar Jackson for constantly proving his haters wrong and constantly improving his game. It's pretty clear that Lamar Jackson has turned himself into the most complete football player in today's NFL, and the sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson. Hopefully he comes out there and wins the Super Bowl this year, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the future of Lamar Jackson. So that is why Lamar Jackson is clearly the best player in football, as it should not even be a real conversation. Just go ahead and give him his third NFL MVP award already. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter.
Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.